Hi everybody, Will here. I hope you've been enjoying this, what I've been doing for you, because this might be my last one. It's been a lot of work, a lot of effort and such. And something happened to me yesterday that kind of made me think that maybe I'm not cut out for this. But I'll get to it. Don't worry about it too much. I'm doing okay. So the weekend, family, friends, contemplation, all that. But Desmond, he's a sword fighter. He does sword fighting, like sword compete, like not killing any guys. His friends and stuff was stabbing him, but he knows how to fight with like a long sword. And he had a training thing yesterday. Yesterday. Not today. And then he was doing that. He has a good time. He was there for a long time, and the instructor was saying he's doing good, and it's really cool. So he does sword fighting, and he does like the basketball, and so he's like doing a lot of sports where you're really moving around and stuff. And so I've been talking to him about like playing games, like just regular games where you're just sitting, you don't have to run around too much. You exercise your mind, right? So anyway. So we went out to like do a little tiny celebration, just because the things are going pretty good right now, and then. Then something happens with this guy. It's Desmond, okay? It's not some stranger, but he I don't know, maybe he's learning this stuff from his friends, or he's learning it from his sword fighting or from basketball, but man, he dunks me big time. Like, I don't even see it coming. He says, the wife is going on another one of international adventures, and she's asking what we want. And Wendy wants one thing, and Des wants something. And I says to the wife, just bring me a recipe. I want to know some food from the place you're going to. And then Des goes, I hope she doesn't bring any pictures. And I'm like, okay, sure. And he's like, any pictures? And I'm like, he's like, it's like as if some kind of set up to a punchline, but I don't even see the punchline because like, why would she just get me the recipe? Maybe take a photo of the food. But he's like thinking he's saying something funny to me. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, that BS that guy dealt with, that you told me about. And I'm like, that BS that guy I tell you about a lot of BS. There's a lot of BS in the world. I don't even know what you're talking about with the rest. And then he's like looking frustrated at me, like I'm like some kind of child. And then felt good to me, let me tell you. And he's like, on that BS site. And I'm like, what? He's like, beef quesadilla. Quesadilla. I don't know how to say it, but he said like, and all of a sudden, oh my, he was throwing a joke like that with a double step, and I didn't totally know it. Anyway, I saw this guy on the internet on this, there's X now. That used to be a thing, and now it's X'd out. And then there's this other place that's going to be like it, and they say that it was like nice and friendly, and they're going to be good and new. Then I saw this guy. So this nice girl who's like wants food. She wants money for food, and she posts recipes with pictures, and they look really cool, real nice pictures, but they're like real big on your screen. So this guy says like those are great photos, great recipes, and then he's like, I think the punchline that was there was a beef quesadilla or something, but it was actually a fajita or something different than the name. I don't know exactly how I got confused with that, but it's something like that. And he says, maybe just put a little warning on that so people, like, maybe they're hungry or they got problems with food in their lives, that they don't have to see it. Because, like, there's some websites that let you filter for other stuff. Like, anything you don't want to see, you just put a hashtag. And if that hashtag comes onto your thing, then you don't see it, right? No. What the heck? Oh, boy. Okay, I got to take care of that a little later. I think I'm okay. Okay, so then this guy says that. And I guess the nice lady, she got like a thing to give you money. And she's like, oh, that's polite, but I don't want to limit myself. And that's valid. But then all these other folks comes at this guy and like starts attacking him and like, oh, you don't like food? Here's a picture of food. Like you don't like, you think you want to give charity? Well, I gave charity to the mother the other night, and so did all these other guys. And then he gets real mad, it looks like. But then he makes this. Some guy talks about there's no guardrails in the internet and you can't have safety rules and stuff because you got to live dangerously on the internet. Well, you sit in your chair, man. How dangerous can it be? Maybe a heart attack if you're eating too much snacks, or you drink too much soda, or you got to pee and you pee your pants and you slip. I mean, that's the only danger you're in when you're on the internet. Unless someone finds you, I guess they track you down. So then he says something at the end of this. He's like, so if you're stuck in that kind of mindset, you got Arrested Development. And I know Arrested Development is a funny show. It's a comedy show. So I think this guy was thinking about a comedy show and guardrails. He gets real mad typing. But then at the end of his mad typing, he says, why don't you go play in traffic? or something like that. And that's like old school comedy. And I'm like, this guy, there's got to be a real old guy who knows the old things before like GIFs or GIFs and memes and the internet. Because there was like jokes back then and you just hear them on the radio. But anyone who heard it knew it. So that means like go play in traffic, kid, which means like go do something stupid or leave me alone. And then, but the internet is also internet traffic. So it's like go play someplace else on the internet. It's kind of like, there's another saying. And I think it applies to, I'll get to it because it applies to what happened with Des. So he burned me big time. Like I totally forgot about this thing and he's like laughing about it. He's been thinking about it. I showed him that's right, some of all that stuff. Yeah, even with some of there's some rough language in there, but that's okay. He knows rough language. He's a kid, right? What kid doesn't know rough language? Just don't use it in front of your folks or other adults unless you really want to freak them out. Anyway, so I was excited to actually play a good joke on me. So I was going to think that I was joking about quitting. I love this stuff, but he would come in and do it. But then there's like child labor laws and who knows. But maybe I can report him something and just have his voice talk to us or you guys. I mean, I hear him all the time. Anyway, so what I was thinking is sometimes it's good to take a long walk with a short peer, right? So you got a little guy who knows stuff, who's younger than you, who can tell you stuff that you don't know because you're older. So yeah, that's my joke. I like it like that. So what are we going to do? Well, we've got a new project we're working on, right? So I talk about games and sitting and stuff. So we're going to do this game here. I'm setting some stuff up for Des and I to play. I think it's just going to be epic battle. And I'm really excited about it. Maybe you guys can see what's happening as we play it through, depending on how long it takes. Anyway, I really thank you for listening. I sorry if I worried you there a bit, but and they didn't make me the like and subscribe things over the weekend because they were just so busy. So if you could just do it on yourself, like press the buttons or click it, greatly appreciated. So yeah, tonight there's a gig, but I'm just gonna go and sit and watch and like see if there's any funny guys up there, girls or whatever they are. I don't know. They don't like wear name tags and stuff. So you gotta guess, or they tell us when they go up. Yeah, that's it. So you guys have a good one. And like I says, my friends. I got it wrong. Oh, I went the wrong way. Nobody called. You know what? I gotta tell you the truth. My mom used to call me Iggy, but she's passed. So I don't mind. But it makes me feel sad if someone called me Iggy because it reminds me of my last mom. She was great. Good with a knife and good in the kitchen and good like anywhere else if you really needed help. Okay. All right. So okay, let me try again. Let me start again. Right. Nobody calls me Iggy, but my friends do call me Will, and I will be continuing doing this. So yeah, again, like and subscribe. I'm trying to put the buttons on, but I'll get those signed. Those kids, man, they're so busy. Anyway, take care. Bye bye.